So I was on my way home from PT, and I was probably about 5 minutes out from the house, and my wife gives me a call, and I could hear it in her voice, and she said some of the ducks didn't make it. I knew what that meant. Today's episode of Rocket Family Homestead, I want to tell you why trial and error and being resilient in homesteading is key. Stay tuned. Man, welcome to another episode of Rocket Family Homestead. Today, I'm back at it, in them trenches, getting it done, man. So yeah, I was on the way home from PT, and my wife lets me know. She says, man, some of the ducks didn't make it. And we just put ducks and chickens out in the coop. But, apparently we had some that were like super large. We got them all at the same time. And then we had some that weren't so large, but still were pretty decent in size. To our understanding, they were ready to go out. And, I got a little kiddie pool back here. So I'm going to do some analysis, try to learn to make sure and go back and study. But I got to go out here and collect these ones that we lost. And I'll throw them to the edge of the property line and, just let them naturally be part of the cycle of life. But let me go back here. I won't show you the gruesomeness, but that's why resiliency is very important. For anybody that thinks that you are going to just move to a homestead and you're not going to have any kind of losses, you're not going to have any kind of negative experiences, oftentimes this is what causes people to run back to the city. It's not willing to go through the trial and error. And we're on the back end of year 2 going into year 3. And this is our second or third batch of poultry, of chicken and duck combination. And, a lot of times people, when they experience this death, they want to give up on it, get rid of everything they got. And you got to think, man, I got neighbors that have lived set apart from the city and have been doing this 10, 15, 20, 30 years plus. And when you get with them and you talk to them about the trial and error, the amount of loss that they have experienced just doing this and have a lot of experience, their loss is minimal towards the end, but they still have loss. And that's where it takes a resilient mindset in order to be able to do this. And it takes trial and error. You're not going to get everything right. You can have all the books in the world about raising chickens, about raising livestock, and there's still going to be situations that you can't stop, that you can't avoid. You see what I'm saying? Having more knowledge is definitely going to help in the journey. But when you have done everything that the books say and something still happens, there's nothing you can do about it. And that's just the cycle of life and death, man. You can learn everything you can about health in this lifetime, but when it's your time, it's your time. Nothing in those books will save you. You better hope you got what matters, which is salvation, eternal life, and your name is written in that Lamb's Book of Life. But let me get in here and get this done. This is the part that what's up, Billy? What's up? What's up? Got Jarrell and Jerome getting their little horns in. But let me go back here to the chicken coop and I'll show you their little run, man. We got their little boxes. I made these yesterday. Made this whole little setup right here where you can get up in here and they can get up in there and lay. Got that done. Use some doggone door hinges, holds a door on, and just pretty much made that little setup right there. And they can get up in there and lay, and then we can come in here. The goats, 9 times 10, if they're in here, they run out just like that. And today I got the goal of today and tomorrow, the goal of cleaning up in here because it's been a mess due to the construction that we've had. But yeah, let me get in here and get these ones out. See, we got one right there, didn't make it. It's probably all I'll show you. Yep, let me set the GoPro up. Make sure we got a good little shot. Let me get in there and get them. All right, so I got the dead ones out of there. I got a video coming showing you how I made this this water system, and I already see it malfunctioning. So I got to make some adjustments on that before I push it out to you guys. But you see the feeder that we got for the move those right there. See the feeder, keep it stocked with food and they can just eat. And they will, by being on this kind of food, man, they will grow fast now. You can see their little board. They've been up in there checking it out. Their little run. Look at Billy coming to check them out. Yep. But there you have it right there. Definitely takes resilience. That's the little pond right there that we let them go in. I put a board in there so they could walk out. And then we got 1, 2, 3. Still got 3 of them. I think we had 6 total. So got 3 of them right here. And there they are hanging together. I'm gonna put a sun cloth, a shade cloth over the top of this to give, so they'll have a part that's directly covered, and then they'll have half of this that will have shade. Let me get up out of here. Let them go back to it, but that's pretty good, man. Pretty good for the first night we put them out, and didn't have any issues. You know, not seeing any feathers or any signs of a struggle, feathers stuck in the wire, the fencing, so that's pretty good. Let me get them out of here. But yeah, definitely got to come back and clean up in here today. from the construction, but it's trial and error, man. You got to think like this building. This was probably my second time doing a building. This was definitely larger in scale, and it's not without error. You know, probably not as plumb as it could be, probably not as square. You know, I can stand off from a distance and see that the backside is not plumb as it should, meaning not square. Learning how to, you know, how to do soffits and stuff like that. That's just something that you got to learn through trial and error. You know what I'm saying? Most people think you can just come into Homestead and you're gonna have all of this know-all, and you've been in the city, a system that doesn't support you knowing any of this, or you don't have the need to know any of this. And a lot of times people don't realize, man, that's why, you know, you get out here and you experience some of these things. It's definitely very humbling, but definitely very rewarding when you get it right. You know what I'm saying? If you can get some chickens to the point where you're raising them and you can have a lot of them survive predators and get to the point where they're full maturity, whether you're raising them for meat or you are raising them as egg layers, and then you can keep them like that, man, that's a great success. But it takes some work, it takes trials and error, it takes resilience. So there you have it, man. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Rocker Family Homestead. Out.